What's up, Circle Crew? Jordan Rains at 50 Shades of Drunk. Again, back with another IDP quick shot. This time it's over a rookie. We're going to be talking about rookie safety slash linebacker Jeremy Chinn for the Carolina Panthers today and why his trajectory for 2021 is looking really, really good.
All right, who wants a shot? Quick shots.
All right, so like I said, for Jeremy Chinn, this is his first season in the league. He was drafted last pick of the second round by the Carolina Panthers. There's a lot of good safeties in this last class. Jeremy Chinn was, comped by a lot of people to Isaiah Simmons as this kind of hybrid safety linebacker player that can kind of do it all, the Swiss Army knife type of player. When they drafted him, we weren't really sure if he was going to get the immediate starting role, but he did. They immediately entrusted Jeremy Chinn with the starting role at that safety position. If you played IDP in 2019, you know that was a great role to have, as Eric Reed played their primary strong safety for the Carolina Panthers, finished as a top 3 defensive back in 2019. So you kind of had a heads up that this was going to be a situation where you could probably get some high-level fantasy points out of a player, even as a rookie, and it did pan out that way. You did get a good season out of Jeremy Chinn. He finished as the number 6 overall defensive back. If you could play him as a linebacker, I know on NFL versus Sleeper, he was a linebacker eligibility. They changed him like halfway through the season. So you'll have to check that out, but he ended up putting up 117 combined tackles. That was the most by any rookie this year, which was awesome to see, even more than Patrick Queen. He did just underscore Patrick Queen. Patrick Queen put up 253.3 points total. He finished as the number 25 overall IDP player this season, so that's a rookie in the top 24. And then Jeremy Chinn was right behind him as number 25 on the season, overall IDP with 251.4 points. So we did have 2 rookies finish in the top 25. Chinn and Patrick Queen. Chinn did it on the back of 117 tackles and 15 impact plays. Now, it feels like Jeremy Chinn had this monster season because what was it, week 10 or 11, I believe, when they played the Minnesota Vikings, he had amazing back-to-back plays. I mean, he had a fumble recovery and scored it for a touchdown in back-to-back plays. Never been done in the NFL before. I mean, he scored 2 touchdowns in 10 NFL seconds. It was insanity. It was a breakout game for him. Kind of showed the upside he has as a playmaker. If you watched him play, he plays hard. He was going after the ball. It wasn't an accident that he ended up scoring both those touchdowns. Only 15 impact plays, 2 of those being the touchdowns, 2 of those being the fumble recoveries right there in that game. So that's 4 of them for the whole season. But I don't want that to discredit what he did. 15 impact plays for a rookie isn't elite or anything, but rookie numbers are rookie numbers. They're always generally going to be a little bit less than everybody else. He's got the tackle floor figured out, 117. He's got the role figured out. We know he's playing that strong safety position for the Carolina Panthers, who now in back-to-back seasons have produced a top 10 defensive back for fantasy football. We know Jeremy Chinn has been comped to, he's basically the most elite athlete coming out of the 2020 season last year, Isaiah Simmons. I mean, if you go look at their measurements, they're almost identical. So whatever you thought Isaiah Simmons was going to be, and I thought Isaiah Simmons was going to be, we got a peek at that in Jeremy Chinn this year. Now, it's not a take away from what Isaiah Simmons did do in his very minimal snaps this year. We'll do another quick shot about him later. But right now, I just want to encourage you to remember that Jeremy Chinn, some people may try to fade him a little bit, and it might be a little scary to take that player that's only in his second year a little high. You look at it, you're like, top 6 finish. Is this really going to be sustainable? Will I see him back here again? Can I trust this? I would urge you to go back and look and not make this mistake that I did. Go back and look 2 years ago at Devin White. He had some big games. He had some big plays. He had a couple of touchdowns, couple fumble recovery touchdowns. Very similar season, actually, to what we just saw from Jeremy Chinn. Missed a couple of games, unlike Jeremy Chinn, who played all 16, but he made a lot of impact plays that were kind of big, and it's part of why I personally faded Devin White coming into the season more than I should have. Devin White, as you know, or should know, finished the season as the number 1 linebacker in IDP fantasy football. We just finished up the Super Bowl last night. He had like 15 tackles. He had a sack. He had an interception. He was not even PFF's top 20 graded player. He sucks he's not great in coverage. Okay, great. If you watch the Jalen Smith video I posted on this channel the other day, or recently, coverage is part of the game. Just dunking on a guy because he's not great in coverage it's just putting your blinders on. He does so many other things well, so many other things supremely better than anybody else at the position does. And yeah, he's fast, and you can write him off for being fast, but I mean, that speed makes a difference, and we've seen it make a difference all over the NFL this year. So that's kind of went on a Devin White tangent there, but what I'm bringing this back to is Jeremy Chinn. Do not sleep on Jeremy Chinn's upside in his sophomore season. This Carolina Panthers team has got a young defense. They are a hungry team. So go get you some Jeremy Chinn while you still can before he blows up and becomes this next year's Devin White and basically becomes untouchable in dynasty leagues. So go get you some Devin White or some Jeremy Chinn. Circle fam, that's all I got for you today. Follow me on the Twitter sphere. Like and sub this channel so you get updates on all of our videos. Make sure you're following all the Circle crew. Join our Circle _ on Twitter. That's where you can find us. Check out the website. Y'all already know what it is. I'll be back soon with another IDP quick shot. Until then, take it easy.